An invoice is an essential tool for any business owner, whether you're an accountant, a tradesperson, or a dentist. Now there's many tools out there for creating invoices, but if you're looking for one that's easy to use and with a built-in payment processor, then Helcim's here for you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Helcim to set up an invoice template, create and send your first invoice, and just how easy it is for your customers to pay online using a credit card or a bank account. The first order of business is to show you how to use the invoice branding tool. This ensures that whatever you're sending to your customers looks and feels the way that you want, professional and branded according to your business. Now let's start by going to the All Tools menu in the top left corner and then selecting the Settings cog. From the left-hand side of the settings page, you can select branding, and then the invoice designer will open by default. Now in the designer, you'll see a stock template for the invoice on the right, along with each section that you can customize on the left. You can either click open the drop-downs to adjust each field, or hover your mouse over the specific section on the template and click on that to open the same drop-down. For example, if I want to change this invoice detail section in the top left, I can click on it and then toggle each of these fields on or off. There's also other fields where you can adjust the actual text that shows on the invoice, such as the header or footer, where you can add a custom message to display at the top or bottom of your invoice. There might even be a scenario where you want to remove an entire section from the invoice, in which case you can hover your mouse over that section and then click on the garbage can icon. Poof, just like that, it's gone. Now, whenever you do make changes, make sure you hit save in the top right corner to lock them in. So after playing around a bit, I've gotten my invoice to display the information I want it to. Now it's time to change the design of it. So let's head to the Design tab, which is right next to the Content tab. Here we can complete the look of our invoice template by uploading our company logo and changing the color to match our brand colors. To do this, click Upload and then select a PNG or JPEG file of your logo from your computer. You can also use this paint palette icon to choose a color that best matches your logo. Again, make sure you're hitting Save in the top right corner. Now that we have our invoice template prepared, it's really easy to make a new invoice with it. Let's back out of the settings page by clicking the X in the top left corner. Then select Invoicing either from the side menu or from the All Tools menu. Once you're in, you'll see a button that says New Invoice. Click it. Now it's just as simple as filling out the template we've made. Let's start with the top right corner here. This is where you label your invoice. So this first dropdown is where you can choose a different term to refer to the invoice. This could either be quote, estimate, order, whatever suits your needs. Underneath that is the invoice number. This is a unique identifier for the invoice. Now this last dropdown here is the invoice status. This is important for sorting and handling your invoices. For instance, any due invoices are accessible from a specific section of the invoicing tool, so you can easily take action on them and send out emails. Now let's move on to the invoice detail section on the left side of this invoice. A really important field here is payment terms. This creates a clear understanding between you and your customer about how many days they have left to pay. If you want to change this, you can click into the section and then use the dropdown to select a new number of days. Next up, we're going to link a customer to the invoice. After all, we're going to want to know who this invoice is for. To do this, click on the field under Customer and then either select an existing customer you have saved or select Create a New Customer. When creating a new one, just enter their name, their billing information, and then their shipping information if you need it for a physical delivery. Once you click Save, those details will now be captured and saved to your customer list. Then we get to the meat of the invoice, which is the line items. Here's where you want to add your products and services that you're charging for. Again, you can either select from a list of saved products on your account or create a new one by typing in its name and then its price. To finish things off, let's go to the bottom of the invoice and look over our totals. From there, you can choose to add discounts, shipping, or taxes. Now, I'm going to want to add taxes here, so I'll select Add, and then select one of the tax presets that I determined during my account setup. Once I click Add, the total will automatically update with that tax amount. Before we move on, let's not lose any of this work. Make sure to click Save at the top. This ensures that you can always come back and access this invoice again from your invoices list. Now that we're done filling in the invoice, it's time to send it off. There's two ways that we can do this. If you want your customer to pay right away, we can send them a Pay Now email. This email links to the invoice and a payment page that they can use to pay on the spot with whatever payment method you specified on the invoice. To do this, click on Actions and then select Send Pay Now Email. Now, if your linked customer has a saved email address, it'll automatically populate here. The subject line and the email message are also automatically generated, but you can feel free to edit this if you'd like. If it isn't time to pay yet, but you want to share the invoice as a quote or an estimate, you can select email PDF copy instead. This sends them an email with the invoice in it, along with a PDF attachment that they can save for their records. Okay, so we've sent out the invoice, but what do we do now? Well, we wait. We can click this back arrow here to be taken back to the invoices list. The invoice we just made and sent out is at the top here. Once the customer opens the email and makes a payment, the status of that invoice will change from due to paid. At that point, you can click back into the invoice, select transaction details from the left, and see a corresponding transaction for that payment. And just like that, you now know how to use Helcim's invoicing tool to send an invoice and get paid for your work. Now, there are some other features of the invoicing tool which we'll cover in a future video, like payment reminders or recurring invoicing. To not miss out on these, make sure you subscribe to this channel. In any case, I hope that this video helped you make more sales today. This was Victor from Helcim Learn, and I'll see you next time.